What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about why your anxiety tools or tips are not working. Go ahead and smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment and let me know if this video makes sense. Remember, in the description and in the first pinned comment, my life-changing course and one-on-one coaching information with me, somebody that has fully overcome anxiety, fully transformed, fully 110% recovered. If you're interested in something like that, that's down below in the description and the first pinned comment. Remember, only those that are serious about recovery. So let's jump into this. I've been providing tips and tools on this channel for years. Free stuff, right? And I've done it pretty consistently. But there are a lot of people that still haven't recovered. There are still a lot of people, although they've gotten these tools and they've tried them a few times, they're not working for them very well. And I want to give you some insight on why this may be happening. And I'm just taking my experience with tools and tips and sharing them with you guys to hopefully allow something to click up here, okay? The first thing, guys, is you have all these tips, you have all these tools, but you haven't changed your perception of anxiety. You continuously view it as a nightmare, as a struggle, as something that's terrible. No, you have to change the way you view anxiety. It's a growing process. It's an opportunity. Are you comfortable when you grow? No, you are not. It is uncomfortable when you grow. Think about that. Anytime you've grown in something, hell, you can think about the growing pains that you got in your legs whenever you were young, right? That was painful. I remember laying in bed in agonizing pain. My legs were hurting. But guess what? I got to grow taller from that. I was going through a growth spurt. And growth spurts are not comfortable. When you get comfortable, what happens? You plateau. Or even get worse. So stop expecting to be comfortable. Get excited about being uncomfortable. Because I know a lot of you are looking at me crazy right now, thinking like, man, this thing sucks. It is a nightmare. You're crazy to think that this thing is awesome. That's because I was able to view or visualize what I was going to be on the other side. Now, my perception started changing whenever I started to realize, wow, I'm not doing this anymore. Now I'm doing that. Now I'm healthier. Now I'm eating better. Now I'm working out. Now I'm doing away with all the bad things I was putting in my body. Now I'm more thankful. I'm more positive. Wow, I'm really changing. And I'm still not comfortable. I still have symptoms. But you know what? I'm starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. I can see where I'm headed. And that brings me to the next thing. You have to be excited about recovery and the process, which means you have to be excited about using these tools. A lot of you have a toolbox that's slap full of stuff, but you're not excited about getting the tools out and working them. And this could be for various reasons, ranging from laziness to stubbornness to one of the more popular reasons, you did them for a few days and you didn't see the kind of results that you wanted, so you stopped doing it. Guys, for a lot of tools, you have to practice using them. So a lot of you don't know how to use your tools, whether it be meditation or diet or exercise. You got to learn how to use the tools. Let's say I hand you a bunch of woodworking tools, right? And you don't know how to use them. Are you going to be able to create a masterpiece in a week or something? No. You're going to have to go look up tutorials on YouTube or get somebody to mentor you how to use the tools. So some of you have a lot of tools, you just don't know how to use them. And a lot of that is because you didn't get quick results. And now you're discouraged. So it just sits in the toolbox, collecting dust. So perception change. You have to get excited about recovery. You have to get excited about the tools. And you have to learn how to use the tools. And that's why a lot of these tips and tricks and tools and things that you've gained over time are not working. You have to be excited about recovery. Also, if I give you a bunch of woodworking tools, but you're not excited about woodworking, what good is that? Right? So a lot of you, and here's another thing. A lot of you are like, well, I'm not excited about changing my life and doing all these things. I was happy before. I was happy before I got the anxiety. I want my life back. No, you don't. That's what got you here. Now these tools are going to be a part of your life. And until you accept that, your subconscious is going to stay pissed off. I'm telling you. Your subconscious will stay pissed off. And guess what? These symptoms will continue. There's a little bit of tough love in this video, but I don't care. Sometimes it needs to come out. Some of you are just used to being comfortable, staying in that bubble. You got to get outside of that. I stayed in that bubble for 4 years. I needed to hear this kind of crap that I'm telling you. So guys, remember, you can have all the tools in the world, but if you continuously view this whole process as a nightmare, as something you just want to wake up from, right? Or you just want it to be done like that, you're missing the whole point. It's a growing process. Growing takes time. Rewiring takes time. Your subconscious is obviously fed up with you, and it's letting you know via these symptoms. That's why they're not shutting off. That's why they're not going away. And when you continuously react in fear, it just adds fuel to the fire. But that's a whole nother video. But guys, that's why the tips and the tools that you have, either from me or from articles or other YouTubers or a course or some other coach gave you, that's why they're not working. Because you haven't changed your perception on anxiety. You're not excited about the process. And a lot of you just don't even know how to use the tools that you've been given. You have to practice using them, okay? And I'll give you this little example really quick before I let you guys go. Meditation, for example. I've heard meditation was amazing for anxiety early on in my anxiety journey, right? So I tried it a few times, but every time I would get still, I'd feel my symptoms and my sensations. I was like, man, this ain't for me. This sucks, you know? So guess what? I ditched it. Later on, whenever I started to recover, I was like, maybe I should give this thing a try. And then I started to realize, with me, my anxiety was terrible at the times they were telling me to do my meditation. So I had to get all that nervous energy out of me, right? So I had to change the way that I use the tool. You have to experiment with it, and you're not going to figure this out in a day or two. So I had to start working out and taking a cold shower before I did my meditation, so my meditation would be more effective. You have to be willing to play around with stuff, do things at different times, do things for longer than a few days to get results. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. And sure, some tools are more effective than others, and we're all different. This tool might work for me really well, but it takes you more practice. Maybe you've mastered something that took me more practice. So guys, be positive. I know we hear that all the time, but that's how you overcome anxiety. Start viewing anxiety as a growing process, as a transformation, and then visualize who you're going to be on the other side. Okay? And that's what gets you excited to get up and use the tools that you've been given. But anyways, I hope, this, I don't know, that it was valuable for some of you. Sometimes I just feel like I got to be direct with you and be a little bit more stern, and that's, I know most of you don't give a damn about that, and you're cool with it. But guys, I love you all, and look, I'm coming at you every day trying to give you this free advice. Take it, okay? Take it. And remember, guys, if you want more in-depth help, I offer more in-depth help that's personalized for you, whether that be with my one-on-one coaching. My course goes into a lot of detail, and those things are going to be in the description, into the first pinned comment. But also, there's some free stuff down there. There's free tools. There's free Facebook groups, my other social media platforms. Join those things. Please like this video if you got value, okay? And if you've made it this far, let's go down in the comment section. And in all caps, I want you to put, anxiety is a growing process. Anxiety is a growing process. But guys, I love you all. And until next time, keep fighting.